What is the most attractive female physique? What's the science behind it? Is there one definitive physique that appeals above all others? Or is it purely subjective and everyone has a different preference? Welcome to the Gymnazo channel. If you want the answer to these questions and want to know more about improving your body, health and fitness, then smash the subscribe button, ding the notification bell and find out more. Let's get into it. Defining the most attractive female physique is subjective and can vary based on cultural, societal and personal preferences. However, there have been studies that explore general preferences and perceptions of attractiveness. It's important to note that beauty preferences and standards vary across different cultures and societies. The first thing I'm going to talk about is waist to hip ratio. Research suggests that waist to hip ratio of around 0.7 is considered attractive. This means that the waist measurement is about 70% of the hip measurement. A smaller waist in relation to the hips is believed to be an indicator of fertility and reproductive health. Studies have found that men tend to find this hourglass figure attractive as it is associated with higher estrogen levels and lower risk of certain health conditions. The next thing is body mass index, BMI. While BMI is not a comprehensive measure of attractiveness, studies have shown that there tends to be a preference for a waist to height ratio of around 0.4 to 0.5. This means that the waist measurement is approximately half of the height measurement. A healthy BMI within a normal range is often associated with better overall health and is considered attractive in many societies. Next, symmetry and proportions. Symmetry is often considered an indicator of good genetic health and is associated with attractiveness. Facial symmetry, as well as balanced body proportions such as well-proportioned limbs and a symmetrical waistline, are generally perceived as attractive. However, it's important to note that cultural influences and personal preferences can also impact perceptions of symmetry and proportions. Next, we can consider body confidence and individuality. While scientific research can provide insights into general preferences, it is essential to recognize that beauty is not solely determined by specific physical measurements. Personal preferences, cultural influences, and individuality play significant roles in what individuals find attractive. Moreover, confidence, self-acceptance, and embracing one's unique features are essential aspects of attractiveness that go beyond specific body measurements. If we look at mainstream culture, the most attractive female form as depicted in movies and on catwalks has continually evolved. Let's briefly look at the beauty standards of the last 100 years or so. The 1920s was known as the flapper era. The 1920s saw the rise of the flapper style, characterized by a more boyish figure with a flattened bust and straight, slim silhouette. The desired look was youthful, slender and athletic, reflecting the changing societal roles and increasing independence of women. The preferred body type of the 1930s to 50s was the curvaceous silhouette. In the 1930s, there was a return to a more curvaceous figure with emphasis on a defined waistline. The hourglass shape regained popularity and women aimed for a well-proportioned feminine body with an accentuated bust, small waist and rounded hips. The 1960s brought about Twiggy and the thin ideal. The 1960s brought a significant shift in the beauty standards with the rise of British model Twiggy. Her ultra-thin, waif-like figure became highly influential, popularising the notion of a slim, boyish physique with little emphasis on curves. 1970s to 1980s was back to fitness and health. The 1970s and 80s emphasised a more athletic and toned body. The fitness movement gained momentum and women aspired to be fit, active and muscular. The emphasis was on being lean but with more defined muscles compared to the slimness of the previous decade. Into the 90s, the supermodel era. 90s witnessed the emergence of the supermodel era with figures like Cindy Crawford and Naomi Campbell. These models possessed a more voluptuous and curvy yet toned physique, combining elements of athleticism and feminine curves. The preference of the 2000s was tall and thin. The turn of the millennium saw a resurgence of slimness as a desired body type, often associated with tall, lean figures. The fashion industry and media popularized the concept of super thin models, contributing to an increased focus on extreme thinness and long, slender proportions. And the 2010s onwards was embracing diversity and body positivity. 2010s marked a shift towards greater diversity and body positivity in beauty standards. There was a growing recognition and appreciation for different body types, ethnicities, sizes and shapes. The emphasis shifted toward embracing individuality and promoting self-acceptance. If you take all this into consideration, it just goes to show how manipulated the mind is by the mainstream media. However, a clear indicator of attractiveness has always been health, symmetry and proportions. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and a strong, fit, confident woman will always be attractive. Remember, it's crucial to approach discussions about attractiveness with sensitivity and respect for the diverse perspectives and body types. Beauty is subjective, and societal ideals should not dictate an individual's self-worth or value. It's essential to promote body positivity, inclusivity, and celebrate the diversity of all body shapes and sizes. But health is wealth, so train hard. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe so I can continue to put out content like this. Stay fit, and I'll see you next time.